Kate, I don't know, we have these wonderful student works, but shall we snap ourselves back into existence?
Yes, let's
shall
do
we?
it. Let's do
we
it.
love to snap ourselves into the light and see what happened. While we were talking, or I was talking, and Kate was saying, let's get on with the show. Someone brought these amazing sculptures into the studio, the Janus, the Oscars of the Fulda scene. And these will find new owners in the course of the night, we promise. We promise. Now, it's extremely important that you get to know Kelly Francis. Don't you think so?
Yes, extremely important.
Why is it so important that we get to know Kelly Francis?
It's so important because Kelly Francis is part of the Fulda Festival jury.
Yes.
Yes. And I think she is already with us somewhere in this dome.
Well, you never know who else is diving around in the immersive media, but we can ask Kelly. Kelly in Arizona. Can you hear our voices? Can you hear our underwater voices in the... Oh, yeah, there she is. Hooray. Kelly.
I hear you loud and clear coming in from the City of Light.
Oh, thank you that you let your light shine into our humble studio in the aquarium. Now, Kelly, you've and Kate McCallum and Lawrence Curtis, you were part of the jury. You viewed all the submissions that wanted to be shown in the Fulda Festival. What is your experience being in the jury? What have you seen? How was it to watch all these shows and then having the tough job of making tough decisions?
Well, for starters, what an honor to be a part of this. It's been an incredible crew behind the scenes, and to have the honor of sitting back and watching over 40 Full Dome films that have been submitted from all over the world was fantastic. We, the jury, immersed ourselves for a week into watching all of these in our headsets and the Full Dome masters on these big, beautiful screens here that we have. And what a wonder. There were incredible abstract art pieces. We had live action car chases. It was really extraordinary. We feel fortunate that we're able to come together and offer some the ANUS Award, of course, that were a bit more outstanding than others, especially in light of the theme, Lift Your Horizon. But I got to tell you, what a difficult challenge to narrow it down, because we had exceptional submissions from around the world and much of the best Full Dome content that I've seen around the globe. Thank you for inviting me, and I think Lawrence and Kate share the same amount of gratitude. It's been a fantastic experience.
Thank you very much, Kelly, from the desert, from the blooming desert of Arizona into the underwater planetarium aquarium in Thuringia. Please stay with us, because as we announce who wins the awards, we will also ask you, as the voice of the jury, to give some explanations why the jury was impressed by this particular film and why you decided to give this award. Do you agree? Will you be available?
Absolutely, I'm here.
Good.
I've got my mermaid glasses on too, so I can handle hanging underwater a little while.
Perfect.
Okay, we have the International Mermaid Contest. You won it already. As I said, there is the group of Januses, the Janus sculptures, waiting here. Now, before we announce this, there's one person which I believe is already swimming around somewhere in this planetarium, who has an extremely important function. If you remember the Full Dome Festival galas in the Jena Planetarium, you know that usually when we announce the name and lift up the Janus, a very festive, strong fanfare music appears. Now, we, of course, even in the virtual realm, have got a musician here with us. I hope he's still here. And so, if I may ask Johannes Hille, the most famous trumpet man in all of Thuringia, he may show up somewhere in the dome. I don't know from where. He comes from all different places. So Johannes Hille, wherever you are, can you show up and give us? Oh yeah, there he is, Johannes. Can you say something in trumpet language? Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much. You can go back to the where you came from. It's dry over there, I hope, and the trumpet sounds really great. This is the kind of music that will accompany the announcement of who wins what.
Yes, and before we announce all the winners, maybe let me tell you quickly how many awards we have and which categories we have.
Important.
In total, you can see here 7 Janus Awards that our team just discreetly put here in the break that you have seen. And we have 7 categories, and we have, first of all, the Janus or Janus Award for Best Short Film, and in this category we have actually 2 Janus Awards for Best Short Film. We also have to give away, yes?
Can I have a question?
Yes, of course,
sorry, I didn't want to snap me away, but the question is this a first and second prize, or is it both best?
It's both, of course, very important. It's not first and second prize. Both are the first prize, both are the best short films of this year.
Good.
And the same happens to be in the next category, which is the Best Feature Film Award. We also have 2 Janus Awards to give away in this category. And also we have 2 Janus Awards in the audio category for the Best Audio Contribution. And then we have
audio. Audio means is the quality of audio in a full dome show, or does it have to be a particular format, stereo, mono, 5.1?
No special format. It doesn't have to be a spatial sound format. Normally we do have spatial sound awards, but this year things are a bit different than usual. So what we decided to do is, or the jury decided to do, is to give away 2 audio awards.
Very good.
For the best audio.
Yes. Now, I think I counted up to 6.
Yes.
But you mentioned there
Correct.
are 7 Janus to be had.
Yes.
What about the 7th?
The 7th is a very special award. It's the Joker Award, which actually the jury decides completely freely who and for what the films will be, or the directors or producers of the films will be awarded. So it's completely free to the jury who gets this Joker Award.
Now, some people may think a Joker Award has to be somewhat funny, but we define Joker, or we asked the jury to define Joker
Yes.
as like a Joker in the deck of cards. It's a card that can take any value, any shape and form, and the jury was really asked to say, well, what is the show that kind of defies all categories or fits into so many categories that we just give it the Joker Award.
Yes.
That's the 7th.
Yeah, that's the 7th. Only 1 Joker Award, and in total we have 7. And we also have
what?
We have 4 additional honorable mentions. Yes.
Yes.
That's very special about this edition. So I would say, Mickey, if you want, could you please announce the first winner?
Okay. The first winner is in this amazing briefcase. I'd like to announce that you will have 11 prizes announcements, and all 11 awards and honorable mentions will be accompanied by a trumpet fanfare.
Of course.
Because that's really what this is all about. Anyway, you asked me something, and I'm obedient, and so I proclaim and I announce to all the listeners of the Fuldom Festival Streaming Gala that the winner of the Best Full Dome Short Film in the 2020 festival goes to Totalidad, Wholeness by John Melo in the Uni Panamerica production. Thank you. And this is amazing. This is the certificate that the artists from Totalidad, it's also called Wholeness, will be given away along with the Janus. So this is not our decision, Kate. It was the decision of the jury. So we have to ask Kelly. Kelly, please tell us, what did the jury think about this film? Why is this being awarded?
Absolutely. This piece really stood out as a hold-on piece that once you watch it, you almost want to turn it on and watch it again and again and again. we're so fortunate in this medium that voices from around the world and throughout time are starting to come out through the full dome pieces people are creating. And ancient knowledge from a pre-Columbian era echoes through in this piece. It brings together gorgeous color patterns and dimensions and music that makes you want to get up and engage with the piece itself. And we felt it deserved a special nod for the work that went into creating it.
Wonderful. So this is the first award that is already now being announced. And I believe, Kate, you also have something on your platter, like the second award that goes out?
That's true, yes. I am very proud to announce the second award for Best Short Film. The Janus Award goes to Remember by Musia Heike Buss from the Institute for Aqua Wellness Liquid Bodywork. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Here's a certificate.
Yes.
This is what the winner of the Best Short Film Award will take home and put in their cabinet along with the Janus Award. And again, let's ask Kelly what the jury thought about this film.
Absolutely. Once you have the experience of sitting through an entire roster of submissions, the jury tends to sit back and think, you know, what was really outstanding? What stands out in the mind when thinking back about it all? And this piece in particular, aesthetically, really stood out from everything else. The way that the live action was shot with the subjects suspended in the water gives you a sensation of levity. What a floating experience it becomes as an audience member to watch. And to think about the concept, Lift Your Horizon, this is a piece that not only did it mean it literally, you know, to float in the water and look up into the sky, but through the storytelling and narrative of this piece, there's a journey of introspection as well. So the jury was really taken by the introduction of narrative and the aesthetic appeal of having the characters just suspended and floating in water. It was really beautiful, and we thought it deserved the recognition of a Janus Award.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Now, Mickey, I think we move on to a new category, right?
If you say so,
yeah.
I'll do it. And so, if I'm not mistaken, the next category will be the full feature shows, the long-running shows that are kind of up to 1 hour. And so, obviously, to create a 1 hour or 45-minute full-on film is a tremendous amount of work. And we are so happy that we got a great show. And hereby, I proclaim and read that the Full Dome Award for Best Feature Film in the 2020 festival goes to Piano Under the Stars by Claudio Recarabaran.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I believe this is a musician from South America. And let's ask Kelly what the jury thought about this film.
Well, we couldn't be in Jena this year, but in watching this film, it really felt like we were teleported there. This piece had wonderful, spontaneous jazz music. It had gorgeous art. It sampled upon science and astronomy as inspiration for some of the content. And it was a great, wholesome experience. Just fantastic. I hope everyone in the audience is able to appreciate it as much as we did.
I think this will be the case, and so many of you may remember or look in the program to follow which of the shows you've seen. And of course, these winners will all be announced on our website. And Piano Under the Stars, I mean, what a nice poetic name. I think if we really take it serious to take turns in announcing, that now, Kate, it's your turn to announce the next one.
Yes, of course, as we already told you, there are 2 Janus Awards in this category. So I will announce the second one now.
Yes.
And the Full Dome Award for Best Feature Film goes to Signs of Life by Dawn Fidrick and Bob Niemek from the Griffith Observatory.
Congratulations.
Kelly, please
Yes.
tell us why you chose Signs of Life.
Absolutely. Well, something that's so extraordinary about this festival that the other jury members agreed with is that you get to see these pieces, say, with high production value put out from a place like Griffith Observatory right next to something that might be a really radical piece of avant-garde student artwork. That sometimes can be a challenge in narrowing it down to only 7, but in this case, this year, these 2 feature films really stood out. On one hand, you have Piano Under the Stars, which was theatrical driven, and on the other hand, this piece, Signs of Life, is based in science. But the individual scenes that they built, one could just climb into and spend hours and hours. It was just beautiful art direction, gorgeous cinematography, great quality content, and we thought it deserved celebration under the stars as well.
Thank you very much for this explanation, and enjoy the show wherever you got a chance to see it.
Yes. I think we move on to the next category now.
Oh,
Yes.
you're looking like it's my turn again, right?
I think it's your turn, and I think you will announce the award for Best Audio now.
That's right. Now, this is really a great coincidence because that is actually the certificate, the announcement that I have in front of my very eyes, ladies and gentlemen. It's the moment to award and announce who gets the Full Dome Award for Best Audio in the 2020 festival. And this award goes to the show Texografias by Elena Isabel Laplana and Marina Villa. Congratulations. Oh, there's trumpet. So, Kelly, Texografias, the audio award, means you're not just being immersed in visuals, you're also being immersed in audio. What excited the jury about this film?
Well, cinematography, for starters, the use of multimedia was wonderful. It had a handmade quality to it and professionalism, and the color use was fantastic. When it comes to the audio, not only the sound quality, but the composition was splendid. This piece could stand alone as an audio piece that you could listen to and enjoy again and again and again. And when it comes together as a full dome piece, we thought that it was pretty undeniable as one of the leading films out of the festival that really put effort into quality sound along with a great visual experience, and we wanted to celebrate that.
Thank you very much. And as we all know by now, these awards, whatever is best in one category, has kind of like a twin that's equally best. And I'm proud and happy to announce Kate announcing the other best audio piece. What is that?
Yes, the second Full Dome Award for Best Audio goes to Last Whispers by Lena Herzog.
Very good. Hello, hello.
Congratulations. Kelly, please, can you tell us what makes Last Whispers so special sound-wise?
Absolutely. I would confidently say that this is one of the most profound full dome experiences that I've sat through. It's sobering, it's intense. The filmmakers took extinct and endangered languages and composed a collage of audio that is just haunting and teleportive. And you can't help but be transformed into another space listening in on these languages and let your imagination unravel while the visuals that are suspended kind of allow for the space for your mind to pay attention to the audio. undeniably, the jury members and I felt like this was a very poignant piece, and not just in the category of audio, but a really full dome experience with a mission. And it's a beautiful piece, I think, that everyone would benefit from listening to out there in the world.
Thank you very much. And I think it's, from what you said and explained as a voice of the jury, you took the mission to heart that the Fuldom Award really goes to encourage and support innovative, professional, creative, astonishing, awesome productions. And so this really is what many Fuldom productions have in common. But all the award-winning, of course, really excel in these qualities. Now, Kate, can you invite me to announce something?
I will invite you to announce the award that we only have once here, not twice, only once, and that is the Fuldom Joker Award, chosen by the Fuldom jury.
If you ever go to Las Vegas or play with a deck of cards that has 2 jokers, run away, you're being cheated. This is why we can only have 1 Joker Award, and we have the honor and obligation to announce that the jury has decided that the 2020 Festival Fuldom Joker Award goes to Mesmerica by James Hood and Michael Saul in Mood Swings LLC.
Congratulations!
Congratulations! This is the award that will be sent to James Hood. We remember him as one of the musicians who already played live in Jena. And Kelly, what brought the jury to decide that Mesmerica deserves this Joker Award?
Oh, well, there's a few things regarding that. For starters, something that was so exceptional about getting to witness all of the films in the festival is that there were submissions from around the world. There are voices from Israel, Japan, Chile. All these creators have come together to submit pieces to this festival. And something unique about Mesmerica is that we got to see many artists' work represented all in one piece. And it came through as a very holistic experience. And it's not just a watching experience. It really does ask the audience to climb into a meditative type state. And it's a piece that you can enjoy again and again. It's got great production quality, and it's rooted in art and activism. The reason that we awarded it the Joker Award is that, Kate herself worked on the piece, and I've had the fortune of working with this crew in the past. And so we wanted to celebrate this piece for how outstanding it is and share it with people where they could enjoy it as well. And we thought that the Joker Award might be a good place for it.
We certainly agree, and I think it's fair to add that the Mesmerica show is also an example of a Fuldom show that can be hugely successful. I mean, there are many people that have seen it. We've had already, I think, the 3rd edition, and so it also encourages other Fuldom producers to do something, and don't be scared if you are successful with this. And so these are all the things that. Thank you for agreeing. Yes, you may.
I just want to chime in that I was actually in Jena to witness James's first experience there. And James and the team, with his first production Ceremony, decided to perform in Jena and up in Hamburg as a proof of concept. We just wanted to test out and see if it was possible to have live entertainment and people engage in a shared meditative experience using the dome as a physical space where people could have a transformational experience. And it was there in Germany that the 2 first shows were a great success. And over this last year and a half, I've now seen the crew develop and produce a show that's gone out to tour the entire world, and it, from a grassroots cause, in the hands of the artist James Hood, has just grown and cultivated into an international success. It's earned back its money, it's making money, it's continuing to hire independent creators and artists, and it's a shining example of how a little passion for the dome world and the organization of a production crew can turn into a success, and that the time is now. This is a proof of concept that people want to consume more and more of this creative entertainment in the full dome space.
Thank you. That's an important addition, to have shining examples that move into success worldwide is something that I think we all aspire towards. Now, what do we have now, Kate?
Well, first of all, congratulations to all 7 winners of the 7 Janus Awards.
Yes, here they are.
We applaud you. Thank you so much for these fantastic films. But before we go, we have 4 more films that the jury wanted to mention because they were outstanding too.
Yes, and so there are more shining examples of creativity and excellence in full dome production. And so
let me start with the first one.
Let me start?
Let me start with the first one.
You want to start with the first one?
Yes, I want to start with the first one.
Okay, Kate, if you are so clear on who's going to start one, start.
So the first honorable mention kind of goes to Fractal Time by Julius Horsthuus.
And of course we have a fanfare, we have all of this, and we have the honorable mention, and we have Kelly explaining what's the background of this particular honorable mention to this wonderful Fractal show, Fractal Time.
Sure, this felt like a quintessential full dome piece. It felt like a quintessential 2020 full dome piece. We had psychotropic visuals, there was bioluminescence, it was a fun soundtrack. It took you on a ride through abstract visual fields, and we wanted to celebrate the exceptional production quality, the creative integrity that went into it, and mention it as an outstanding film that we hope everyone has the opportunity to see and enjoy. And it might be one that you want to enjoy again and again.
Thank you. And many people have seen it as part of the festival program, in the streaming program, and yes, it stands out.
Mickey, do you want to announce the second film that the jury wanted to mention?
Thank you for mentioning this. I'm honored to mention the next honorable mention. And this honorable mention goes to Turbulentia by Charles Fry and Joshua Behan, Museums Victoria, Melbourne Planetarium, Australia. Congratulations with... And thank you. This sounded very down under, this tune. Thank you, Johannes Hille, for this particular Australian fanfare for this thing. And Kelly, what is exceptional about this film?
This was a fantastic piece of full dome experimental art, reminiscent of early cinema and the tics and tricks that were used to try to teleport an audience into a different perspective. It opens in this abstract field that feels like a lava bed or something, and then the audience is just propelled into the perspective of a microorganism. And we wanted to pay attention for the effort it put forward in creating a type of transcendent environment that an audience can have collectively together, and celebrate it for its role in experimental full dome cinema.
Thank you very much, Kelly, for the jury's voice on this particular film. Now, I have the honor to ask Kelly...
Kate.
To ask Kelly... I wanted to ask Kelly to ask Kate to announce the next one, but I know it's a little twisted in my mind.
It's complicated, yes.
Kelly...
We've been underwater
Kelly,
for
do me
some
a favor.
time, so...
Kelly, ask Kate to announce the next honorable mention.
Kate, darling, would you do us the kind favor of please introducing the next honorable mention?
Of course, I would be honored to do this. So the third film is a film that we have seen today, actually. And it's The Key to Time by Roderick Coover and Christoph Wolek. Kelly, Kelly, please tell us what's so outstanding about the Key to Time.
Key to Time had fantastic cinematography. The way that they decided to shift the perspective of the camera, the way they decided to stitch the footage together, and the use of multimedia and live action along with narrative was just sensational. This is my third time participating now as a jury member in a Full Dome Festival, and I can share that often at the end of these jury sessions, the jury members sit back and we're still hungry for narrative, and we're hungry to see fine narrative and cinematography in Full Dome experiences. And this piece really did that, and we want to celebrate it for its use of cinematography and narrative. It was beautifully done.
Absolutely, I agree. Kelly, thank you for the explanation, and we move on to the very last honorable mention. Mickey, are you ready?
Thank you. Also, thank you again, Kelly, for inviting Kate to announce the last one. Now, it's my honor and my sad duty to say, okay, this is the last honorable mention in the 2020 contest. I can announce now already that the 15th Jena Full Dome Festival in the merry month of May of 2021, it's May 9th till 11th, as far as I remember,
yes,
that this festival is scheduled. So everybody who likes to plunge into our aquarium or the planetarium or both, please save the date, May 9th till 11th in the merry year of 2021, which will be a totally different year. But not talking about the future so much, but then of course there will be more Janus Awards, more honorable mentions, more amazing shows. But to finish off tonight's reading of awards, the honorable mention goes to Nature's Ratio by Janir Najera and Matt Wright from 4PI Productions. And here is proof of concept. Here is this ceremonious certificate. And I'm sure, Kelly, you have some words from the jury about this particular show.
Absolutely. We wanted to celebrate this piece because it's not often that you come across a Full Dome piece where the soundtrack and the audio is so full and complete that it carries the audience through the experience. And we wanted to celebrate it for its audio excellence. The visuals were very simple black and white animations that allow the mind to unravel and the music climb in. And they recorded these instruments that you could enjoy the tune to over and over again. How gorgeous to hear instruments like that in a dome. And we wanted to celebrate it for its success. It was a short film. It was only 4 minutes long or so, but perfectly made.
Thank you very much, and I think it became very clear that the spectrum of what's worth mentioning and awarding is so broad that we need many different films just to illustrate the genre of Full Dome art and Full Dome medium. So thank you very much, Kelly and Kate McCallum and Lawrence Curtis, for taking time out and looking attentively to all these magnificent shows.
Immersing attentively.
Immersing attentively?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll have to write this down for my next thesis. Immerse attentively. Thank you very much, Kelly. That's the word. Those Januses, now they are here together probably the last time as a group, and then they will travel into different places. When I'm not mistaken, I think we've pretty much winners from most of the 5 continents.
I think so.
And
yes.
that also reflects the international quality of the Full Dome Festival. And although we love the Thuringian homeland here, we also love the fact that we are kind of really global players. We are playful and global and international and have a firm root in the Jena Planetarium and in the aquarium that we are surrounded by. And so Kelly, may I announce or give you a recommendation? You've done a great job of being the voice of the jury. If you now kind of go back to your Arizona desert home, you should continue watching this show on Facebook, because after this is all completed, we have something very special, don't we?
Yes, we have. We're closing the festival the same way we opened it, with another very special Dome VJ and DJ show.
And this will be no other than Pedro and the United VJs out of Brazil. And before we do that, we want to say thank you and goodbye, dear Kelly Francis. Say hi to the Arizona bloom in the desert. And but of course, we want to have a very special thank you and goodbye and virtual applause from all of you over the world for Johannes Hille and his poignant trumpet accentuation of the art of fanfare to go along with the Janus. Can you, wherever you are, can you step out and give a closing trumpet sound? That was the polka to end all polkas. Thank you, Johannes. Thank you very much. You can stick around also for the party, because the party is now beginning.
Yeah, it's starting.
And we actually, I think, I'll dare to, oh God, we are so perfect on our timing. We're closing to 10 p.m. And this is the time where our studio wizard hoped to get a connection to Pedro and Speto in Sao Paulo. And those of you who have watched the Frameless Forum talk by Pedro in the morning, they know that these guys are so crazy. They prepare something, a kind of a joint venture DJ VJ mix-up that they combine in Sao Paulo, then send up to space, then down to Thuringia, and from Thuringia back into the space or into the devices that you all are watching to. So, Kate, it was a great honor to moderate this festive evening on your side.
It was my honor to be on your side, and I'm very happy and very glad that these Janus Awards went to their winners. And
yes.
I think right now I just want to celebrate.
Yes, there's the time to dance around in the dome, dancing in the dome. No one is alone. You'll never dome alone. Not particularly when we have a party that's going on now. And I'm not sure, does the support team give any kind of signal about the validity of my promise? Okay, Kate, I forgot something.
What?
I forgot ourselves. I forgot that, of course, first of all, I want to say, Kelly, will you agree to the fact that we snap our fingers and then you disappear into the Arizona desert?
That sounds exceptional. I'm looking forward to this.
And then we meet again in the party. So first, let's say bye to Kelly. Snap. Off she goes. Now, we are the last to leave the room.
Yes.
We are the last to, wir werden das Licht ausmachen. And so
let's do it one more time.
Let's do it one more time. We jump right into the aquarium and resurface in Brazil to dance with Pedro.
Yes.
And we do it. Okay.
We just do it.
1, 2, 3, snap.